take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited, headquartered in Hyderabad, is a leading multi-specialty pediatric, obstetrics and gynecology hospital chain in India, operating 14 hospitals and 3 clinics in 6 cities with a total bed capacity of 1,500 beds as of December 31st, 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, the core specialties of the hospital chain are pediatrics, which includes newborn and pediatric intensive care, pediatric multi-specialty services, pediatric quaternary care, including multi-organ transplants, and obstetrics and gynecology, which includes normal and complex obstetric care, multidisciplinary fetal care, perinatal genetic, and fertility care. Rainbow Children's Medicare, ladies and gentlemen, established its first pediatric specialty hospital in 1999 in Hyderabad, Telangana. Since then, under the leadership of its founding promoter and chairman and managing director, Dr. Ramesh, Rainbow has established its reputation as a leader in multi-specialty pediatric services with strong clinical expertise in managing complex diseases. Ladies and gentlemen, today on this very momentous occasion, we would like to welcome the various dignitaries who have joined us today with a bouquet of flowers. We have here with us the management team and board of directors of Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited. We would like to welcome them all. Firstly, I would like to invite on stage Dr. Ramesh, promoter and chairman and managing director, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited. Very, very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to invite on stage Dr. Dinesh Kumar Chilla, promoter and whole-time director, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited. Warm welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. May I request Mr. Srinivasan Nagarajan, Managing Director and Head of Asia, British International Investment PLC, to please come on stage. Welcome, sir.
ये हम किस में देख सकते हैं?
Thank you, sir. May I invite on stage Dr. Rohit Manipal Bojaraj, Group Chief Operating Officer, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited. Warm welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Now may I request Mr. R. Gauri Shankar, Chief Financial Officer, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited. Warm welcome, sir. Now I would like to request Mr. Mahesh Madhuri, Head of Strategy, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited, to please come on stage. Now I would like to invite Dr. Prashant K, Group Medical Director, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited, to please come on stage. We would also like to welcome Ms. Rachna Bhusari, Head Listing Business Development, National Stock Exchange of India Limited. Warm welcome to you, ma'am. like to extend a very, very warm welcome to the book running lead managers who played an integral part in the success of this IPO. Please put your hands together for Mr. V. Jayashankar, Whole-Time Director, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company. Warm welcome to you, sir. I would like to invite on stage Mr. Abhinav Bharti, Managing Director, JP Morgan. Thank you, sir. I would like to invite on stage Mr. Shirish Chikalge, Vice President, IIFL Securities Limited. Thank you, sir. I would like to invite on stage Mr. Shantanu Mukherjee, Independent Director, to please come on stage. I would also like to invite on stage Ms. Sundari Bishubati, Independent Director, to please come on stage. Very warm welcome to you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence this auspicious occasion by lighting of the traditional ceremonial lamp, for which I request the following dignitaries to please join us on the dais. Ms. Rachna Busari, Head Listing Business Development, National Stock Exchange of India Limited, and the team of Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited to come forward. Dr. Ramesh Kancharla, Dr. Dinesh Kumar Chirla, Mrs. Padma Kancharla, Mrs. Sai Geeta Chirla, Dr. Pranathi Reddy, Mr. Mahesh Madhuri, and the book running lead managers, Mr. V. Jayashankar, Mr. Abhinav Bharti, Mr. Shirish Chikalge, to please join us on the dais for the lighting of the lamp. May we have Sundari ma'am and Shantanu sir as well on stage, please. so much for joining us for this auspicious lamp lighting ceremony as a tradition of a new and prosperous beginning of Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite on stage Mr. Shirish Chikalge, Vice President, IIFL Securities Limited, to share his thoughts on this auspicious occasion. A warm welcome to you.
A very good morning to everyone. I welcome you all to the listing ceremony of Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited. We are delighted and extremely proud to have been associated with Rainbow's IPO. This momentous occasion is actually a culmination of vision that was set out by Dr. Ramesh 2 decades back, and the continuous perseverance and strong execution by every team member at Rainbow over these years. Today isn't the end of the journey, but an important milestone in Rainbow's continuous evolution into India's leading into becoming India's largest pediatric hospital chain. It's a stepping stone towards Dr. Ramesh's vision of providing global standard healthcare to every child, every mother in every corner of India. It is no mean feat to have scaled up to 1,500 beds across 14 hospitals in a short period of time. More importantly, they have done this while remaining profitable consistently over these years. And I say this because there are many mother and child healthcare chains in the country today which are still struggling in terms of profitability. Either they are loss-making or operating at single-digit EBITDA margins. I'd like to cite an example or an incident that occurred when we were doing their IPO. One of my friends, who is part of the senior management team in one of the top 5 multi-specialty chains in India. Right after the DRHP was filed, he called me and said this, and these are his exact words. Shirish, how the hell are these guys operating at 25 to 30% margins? We have started a pediatric hospital chain 4.5 years back, and we are still struggling to make money. I cite this example just to highlight that this business is a challenging and a difficult business to be in. And kudos to Doctor and his team to have successfully cracked the execution in this space. I would like to congratulate Dr. Ramesh, Dr. Dinesh, Mahesh, Gauri to have built such a successful business model which has been well appreciated and well received by the entire investor community in the IPO. And the results are for everyone to see. A very strong anchor book comprising of top global and domestic names. GIC, Amansa, SBI MF, Nippon MF, White Oak, IIFL funds. Many have reposed their faith in a very strong manner, and which has resulted in almost 40 times subscription in the QIB book and 12 times overall. And this is, mind you, this is all in the midst of a very challenging and volatile market environment that we are living in. I would also like to commend CDC team led by Mr. Srini, who have built an excellent track record in identifying such high quality assets early on and backing them. I'm sure CDC with their global healthcare expertise have contributed immensely to the company in getting the company to a successful outcome that we are all witnessing today. They continue to remain invested even after this IPO, just highlighting their confidence in the team's capability to further create value for all shareholders, including the new ones that are going to be part after this IPO. Lastly, Dr. Ramesh, Srini, Mahesh, we are extremely grateful for being given the opportunity to lead this IPO, and we hope to get more such opportunities to help the company going forward. I wish the company all the very best in their growth journey ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for initiating the proceedings. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite on stage Mr. V. Jayashankar, Whole-Time Director, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company, to say a few words. Warm welcome, sir.
morning, friends. First of all, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to each one of you for gracing the occasion of the listing ceremony of Rainbow Children Medicare Limited. We at Kotak, along with the other book runners, are very proud to bring this differentiated quaternary pediatric care chain of hospitals to the Indian public markets. Rainbow Hospitals is truly a world-class hospital chain when it comes to operating and financial metrics, outperforming some of the largest pan-India players when it comes to both profitability as well as capital efficiency. The listing of Rainbow Hospitals, in our view, adds to the breadth of the Indian healthcare space. The story of Dr. Ramesh Kancharla, starting in 1999 with a 50-bed pediatric hospital to building a chain of 14 hospitals and 1,500 beds, along with Dr. Dinesh and team of highly qualified doctors today, is truly an inspiring one. Friends, all of us know how challenging the capital markets are, not just in India but globally as well. Year to date, that is since January, there have been only 3 companies that are listed with a size of more than 500 crores of IPO, and to have Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited to list as the 4th in this very challenging geopolitical economic situation is truly commendable, and it speaks volumes about the quality of hospital chain that's been built. I'd also mention that Dr. Ramesh, Srini and everyone else from the management team and the shareholders who are involved in the IPO process for having taken the right decisions when it comes to both pricing and timing. It's difficult to optimize both the variables at the same time, especially in such very, very challenging conditions, and I would really compliment them for remaining steadfast and getting the transaction done well before end of April. The anchor book in the IPO, as my colleague said, really speaks volume. You have a very great breadth of both high quality financial institutional investors as well as domestic institutional investors. I would like to thank Dr. Ramesh, co-promoter Dr. Dinesh, CDC team led by Srini, and also the management team and set of highly qualified clinical professionals involved in this IPO, such as Mahesh Madhuri, Head of Strategy, Gauri Shankar, for giving us the privilege of being left lead book running lead managers to this IPO. Finally, as the tagline over here says, it takes a lot to treat the little, but I must say, the patients coming out of Rainbow or any pediatric hospital probably has the highest proportion of smiles, and I'm sure the same will be true of the investors in this company as Dr. and his team continue to build value year after year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite on stage Mr. Abhinav Bharti, Managing Director, JP Morgan, to come and address this August gathering. Warm welcome.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for everyone for being a part of the listing day ceremony and making this IPO successful. I mean, as my colleague said, the IPO received significant support from very marquee global long-only investors as well as domestic investors. I think it just goes to show the strength of the business that Dr. Ramesh has built over the years, which essentially, apart from being a business, is actually taking care or fulfilling a very core basic need that this country needs, which is essentially providing high-quality healthcare services for children and mothers. We at JP Morgan are glad to be a part of this IPO, and on behalf of the BRLMs, we would like to take the opportunity to thank the management team, CDC, and everyone involved in the IPO for giving us the privilege for working on this IPO. Lastly, I'm sure that this is just a beginning. There is what we have learned over the last 6 to 8 months working with Dr. Ramesh has been not just his focus, but his ability to continue executing on a laid out plan. And at this stage, all I would wish him is all the best and good luck for continuing to execute on that vision. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, now it gives me immense pleasure to invite on stage the man of the moment, Dr. Ramesh Kancharla, Chairman and Managing Director, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited, to address this August gathering. Very, very warm welcome to you, sir.
Very good morning, all the dignitaries and guests, and a very warm welcome to the auspicious occasion of Rainbow Children's Medicare being listed officially on National Stock Exchange today. It is a huge moment and a joyous moments for entire Rainbow family of 6,000 people. This is perhaps the first children's hospital being listed in the Indian stock markets. I'm standing here today in front of you is because of my late father, who comes from an agricultural family in a village in southern India, Telugu state. His vision to educate children resulted in two of us becoming a doctor. Not only just doctors, so we have both of us have become entrepreneurs. I've taken the children's healthcare as a entrepreneurship, whereas my brother built a global hospital and brought the affordable transplantation to this country. So I thank God for giving me such a wonderful parents on this occasion. Post my MD, I worked my way towards London to do specialty in pediatrics, children's gastroenterology, liver diseases. I had an opportunity to work in some of the best children's hospitals, like Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. That's where my life changed. My thought process changed. I had a fantastic opportunities to go around, have a great jobs in America and UK, rest of the world. But my conviction was to come back to India. I saw an opportunity to do a children's hospital in Hyderabad city. So children's hospital model is very different. That's what we learned. And with a very similar background, many of my colleagues kind of gathered together. So most important person being Dr. Dinesh, who is my partner, friend. And we both sat on several kind of nights to see that how do you nurture this healthcare model. Unlike multi-specialties, it is a multidisciplinary in nature and demands a full-time doctor engagement model. And also that most of the work is being done in the nights because it's an emergency-based specialty, which is why this is very unique. And people have to work, doctors have to work in teams together. In this endeavor, so many of our doctors, who had philosophically aligned to us, joined us to build this very strong concept of children's healthcare, and has become children's multi-speciality, and also we integrated children's multi-speciality and children's multi-speciality concept, as well as a perinatal concept within the children's hospital. I would like to name some of the people who have really been kind of stood behind me to build this. Dr. Pranati Reddy, who built a world-class perinatal services integrated within the children's hospital. And Dr. Lakshmi has been there from day one with me, supporting as a neonatologist. And Dr. Lokesh is one of the most renowned and a great human being, in addition as a neurologist, and I built a huge neurology department for Rainbow Children's Hospital Group. And Dr. Preetham. Dr. Preetham is being trained by us, but today actually he teaches us business because he's an ISB graduate and has been a great addition to the team. Today we are India's largest children's hospital. We have a huge headroom to go in this country. Let's look at what world scenario. In the US, there's about one children's hospital for every 20 adult hospitals. almost 97% of the children's offerings are being done in children's hospital only. It's very similar situation we see in the developed countries in Europe. So therefore, whatever we built, the concept of a multi-specialty children's hospital has got a huge opportunity for us to build on many others to think about it. I would like to address some of the people who have really helped me through my journey. Mr. Yugandhar, who has been a pillar of support for me all the times, go-to-man, and helped me all through the journey. Through the IPO process, Mr. Mahesh Madhuri, he's helped me and made me cool all the times with his English and humor, and also supporting me the day-to-day, completely has taken it in his hands and allowed me to be very cool. And I'm grateful to a very thoughtful board who always been behind me and encouraging me to do the right things. So I was particularly, excited, and I was very impressed with our senior management team. They come up and done the, supported the IPO process, and also the operational team have completely backed us all through the seven months time. Thank you, sir, all the VRMs. So you have done a great job. In the most difficult times, you have given us a kind of fantastic book. That shows that, not only our business and also your ability to bring the marquee investors to the anchor book as and also followed on the main book. Last but not the least, my family who supported me all along, especially my wife and my son, have lost a significant amount of their family time dedicated for me to build a Rainbow Hospital. This is a confession I would like to make in front of my wife. So thank you very much. I never thought my son would become a doctor, but he surprised me with the intent of becoming a doctor. So not only became a doctor, as I speak now, he's a final year MD pediatric written examination in Chennai City. So what I would say from this platform today, the CDC has been a great partner, and we had a fantastic journey together, and helped me build the governance and the ESG. And today they are not exiting, so we continue to remain to be good friends. They still have a significant stake left, and I'm sure they're happy with the outcomes through the IPO, having trusted me as a financial investor. So for all the incoming investors, institutions, HNIs, retail, everyone, what I would say is, this country requires children's health care. We were able to set a right platform for the growth, for future to support. Today, there is a significant positive factors for the children's health care. The total addressable market for children's health care plus maternity is about $23 billion by 2026, which is going at 14% CAGR for pediatrics and 12% CAGR for obstetrics. So that's a huge opportunity. So that's where we are going to work on it. So therefore, I welcome the new investors who are boarded already, going to be boarded. This is an opportunity. We have delivered excellent clinical results so far, and also been financially, we have demonstrated our strength all the time for the last 10 years. We've been dividend paying company. I hope to continue the legacy of Rainbow in building children's health care as well as creating wealth for the new investors. I would like to state finally one thing. It's all very important that we always talk about $5 trillion economy. We as a doctors, we also have some ambitions that we would like to see that our healthcare indicators indices also to be a better reaching to the developed country, like infant mortality rates and maternal mortality rates. I think when we are able to kind of see that both financial indices and healthcare indices, that is the day that we are truly a developed country. I am hoping that with the way Indian healthcare is growing, we would soon be a developed country. With this, thank you very much and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for always inspiring us. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Srinivasan Nagarajan, Managing Director and Head of Asia, British International Investment PLC, to say a few words. Very, very warm welcome to you.
Thank you. I honestly wasn't aspiring to speak at all. I thought I was just going to listen to other people speak. First of all, I must say that when I met Dr. Ramesh in 2013, I found him to be a very differential entrepreneur because I knew that he had an entrepreneurial vision besides being a clinical expert. So our job actually in the field of investing is about gauging who we are backing. And I knew I was backing the right person. And I also knew I didn't have to, monitor anything vis-a-vis Dr. Ramesh, because giving him freedom to do what he thinks as a vision for the organization, I think will also fulfill our aspirations. So I said to him, we will play a complementing role, both from a sustainability perspective, on the governance standards and the ENS standards. And that's where we spent the bulk of our time and let him build the organization. And that's exactly what he did, and along with this team. And it's a very inspiring team we have. And in terms of our journey, I must say that I think there are three aspects to this. One is, I think, he turned out from a Andhra Pradesh / Telangana organization into a pan-India organization. That was a journey, and that was not an easy journey which he undertook. But I think he worked very hard to establish himself as a pan-India player. And it's a journey which he is continuing to go through, and we are supporting him in the process. And Dr. Ramesh, we will continue to support you in any form what we could, debt, equity or mezzanine, going forward in future. Second important aspect here is, I think I told Dr. Ramesh, this is Rainbow 2.0 version post-listing. And I think he has a long way, and he will, in the sense, the journey which he will take from here is perhaps the broader vision of what he will deliver pediatric care throughout the country. And that's the next version of Rainbow, which I'm pretty confident that he will deliver. He's got a great management team, very committed doctors and board members who are exemplary. The third important aspect here is healthcare is patient. Healthcare requires patient capital, and that's exactly what CDC did to Dr. Ramesh. I've hardly discussed my exit with Dr. Ramesh in the last 9 years. Every time it was about growth, vision, delivery, and what could we do more from the point of view of sustainability and other important goals. I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned from this is, if you have patient capital and if you let exemplary entrepreneurs like Dr. Ramesh run with this, healthcare will deliver returns. But my only advice to incoming investors is be patient about it. Healthcare will deliver longer term returns. It's got a long way to go in this country. And I truly believe that Rainbow is building one of the best world-class facilities in the country, not just in terms of, it's also in terms of quaternary care, what Dr. Ramesh is trying to do in the country. And with that, I think I want to thank the BRLMs for their wonderful support, as I said yesterday. And I want to really thank the board members for their wonderful support. And we from CDC are truly happy to have been associated with Rainbow. And I have no words to express that. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite on stage Ms. Rachna Bosari, Head Listing Business Development, National Stock Exchange of India Limited, to share a few words. Very, very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Dr. Ramesh, Dr. Dinesh, other distinguished guests attending the listing ceremony today. Good morning and a very, very warm welcome to this listing ceremony of Rainbow Medicare Hospitals Limited. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome a new listings on NSE platform, and with that note, I gladly welcome Rainbow onto the listed family of NSE. We at NSE are very optimistic that with the presence NSE has leadership position NSE has not only in India but across the globe, you'll be able to actually reach out to vast investors and deepen your investor base as well. We at NSE are always committed to facilitate the corporates in their fundraising initiatives, and with this thought in mind, we walked the path with you till today, and we committed to walk further with you, and we actually are committed to support you in all your future endeavors. So with this, I wish the team at Rainbow very best in all their future endeavors, and we'll be very, very happy to actually take this forward and see the wealth creation journey start of Rainbow with the listings today. All the best for your future endeavors, and we're very, very happy to host you today. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, request you to please be on stage as we'll be presenting a special memento to Dr. Ramesh Kancharla, Chairman and Managing Director, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited. Bye, ma'am. Over here. And With that, I also request Dr. Ramesh Kancharla to present the special memento to Ms. Rachna Busari from NSE Limited. Yes, now, sir, to present a special memento to ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. And may I request Dr. Ramesh to please be on stage as we'll be giving some special mementos to our partners whose contribution have been invaluable. May I request Mr. Viren. May I request Mr. V. Jayashankar, Whole-Time Director, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company, to please come on stage to receive the memento. Request Mr. Abhinav Bharti, Managing Director, JP Morgan, to please come on stage. May I request Mr. Neem Kumar, Head, Institutional Equities, IIFL Securities Limited, to please come on stage. May I request representative from AZBN Partners, Legal Counsel to the company, to please come on stage. May I request a representative from Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, Legal Counsel to the PRLMs, to please come on stage to receive memento from sir. May I request a representative from Jerome Merchant Partners, Legal Counsel to the promoter, selling shareholder, to please come on stage. I request a representative from Quilon Partners, Legal Counsel to the investor, selling shareholders, to please come on stage. Warm welcome. May I request Mr. V. Subramaniam, Ad Factors Advertising and Ad Factors PR, Communications Partner to the offer, to please come on stage. May I request representative from KFin Technologies Limited Registrar to please come on stage. And may I request representative from Western Printers to please come on stage. Thank you. And I request sir to please be on stage. With that, we would also like to thank and acknowledge International Legal Counsel to the PRLMs, Sidley Austin LLP, for their contribution making this IPO success. And with that, as we have Sir on stage, because ladies and gentlemen, the historic moment that we all have been waiting for has finally arrived. And along with Sir, I would like to request the following dignitaries to please join us. Ms. Rachana Buzari, Head Listing Business Development, National Stock Exchange of India Limited, to please come on stage. Mrs. Padma Kancharla, Dr. Dinesh Kumar Chirla, Mrs. Sai Geeta Chirla, Dr. Pranati Reddy, Dr. Lokesh Lingappa, Dr. Venkata Lakshmi, Dr. Preetham Reddy to please come on stage. Countdown, so request everybody that just 10 seconds before we will do a customary countdown, so be ready as you're just a few seconds away from the very, very, very important moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, everyone together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. Yes, we'll have a group of. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, may I now call upon Mr. R. Gauri Shankar. Yes. We'll just take, yes, after the group of, we'll be having the vote of thanks. Yes. Thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I call upon Mr. R. Gauri Shankar, Chief Financial Officer, Rainbow Children's Medicare Limited, to present the vote of thanks. More welcome.
Distinguished guests on the dais, members of the media, doctors and colleagues from Team Rainbow. Very good morning to all. So I would like to record our sincere appreciation for all the speakers for their wonderful words of inspiration and motivation. It's a great honor for me to propose a vote of thanks on this August ceremony, the listing of Rainbow Children's Hospital. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all present here for being with us on this happy occasion. On this note, as we have started a new journey, this Rainbow 2.0, and open a new chapter in our history, I wish to express my gratitude to all those who made our IPO such a resounding success. This journey would not have been possible without the support of our bankers and legal counsels. It is because of their relentless effort that we have reached here. I thank our bankers, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited, JP Morgan India Private Limited, IIFL Securities Limited for taking our journey to the investors. I also thank the legal counsels involved with the IPO, AIZB Partners and Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, Sidley Austin, Jerome Merchant Partners and Kulan Partners for helping us to navigate the regulatory landscape with a sure footing. I would like to thank our statutory auditors, Mrs. BSR Associates, Mahadevan & Co., Sri P.V. Raghavendra Kumar, Chartered Accountant, and Independent Chartered Accountant, Mr. Siddharth Madhumantri, and Team EY, and Team Ravi and Subramaniam Company Secretaries for their vital contribution in our IPO journey. I also express our gratitude to our registrar for IPO, KFIN Technologies Limited, and I wish them all the best for their IPO. I would take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to our promoter, Dr. Ramesh Kancharla, Dr. Dinesh Kumar Chirla, Dr. Adarsh Kancharla, and their family members, and CDC, and with their vision, nurturing, and the strategic input, we have made it today. I would like to thank the regulators, ROC, SEBI, BSE, NSE for enabling us to reach out to the public market and take our story to the investors. I also thank NSE for the whole listing experience, for this wonderful listing experience, and which is seamless. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank printers, Western Printers Private Limited for the timely support in our IPO. I would like to thank all our media fraternity, and also thank Ad Factors for their support. I would like to thank each and every members of Team Rainbow for their dedicated and determined contribution in the IPO process, and a special thanks to their family members for supporting them all through 8 months. And I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every investor for the overwhelming and encouraging response to our IPO and reposing their continuous trust and faith in us. So we have going forward, we have our strategy in place, and we are just going to replicate our hub and spoke model across the country, and we will surely take up all the right opportunities to grow the business and create a children-friendly hospital which provides a world-class specialty, tertiary and quaternary care facility for this country and to the world. So we will make Rainbow Children's Hospital a destination for children's healthcare, and we shall continue our growth with an emphasis in creating shareholders' value in our journey as a listed company. Thank you all, and have a pleasant day. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. We're grateful to host NSC, the book running lead managers to the issue, members of the board, family and friends, well-wishers, shareholders, and all of you who took time to celebrate this momentous occasion with us. Thank you so much once again. Ladies and gentlemen, one final request is the refreshments are served right inside, so we would love that you could go and enjoy yourselves. Thank you and have a great day ahead. Thank you.